Tomahawk TV News, Montague County's only newscast, coming at you from Nocona High School.
Welcome back, Montague County. The people at Tomahawk TV News have a great show for you this week. First up, Christine DeBoard has a makeup segment for you to enjoy.
Thank you guys for joining me again on Christine's Crazy Creepy Halloween Makeup. This week I'll be showing you how to do a bruise, which I'll be using Ben Nye's brand, the Bruise Wheel, and liquid blood. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I want to give a big shout out to my friend Dylan Wilson for letting me do the bruise on him. And also, I hope I see y'all next week on Christine's Crazy Creepy Halloween Makeup.
Thanks, Christine. Next up, Kieran Gibbs has his movie dumpster review.
Welcome to the Movie Dumpster, the segment in Tomahawk TV News where I, Kieran Gibbs, tell you what's worth seeing and what's not. This week I'll be examining Ridley Scott's Return to Outer Space, The Martian. Now I will not be giving away any spoilers about the film just in case you, the audience, wants to watch it. The Martian stars Matt Damon as an astronaut on the first manned mission to Mars. He is left for dead by his crew after a malfunction on the ship. This film is a wild ride from start to finish and the best Ridley Scott movie in years. I highly recommend any audience to watch this film. This has been Kieran Gibbs. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Kieran. Now, Alex Perez is here with the Video Game Report.
Hello, Nocona High School, and welcome to NHS Gaming with NHS Gamer. And today we will review a new take on a classic arcade game, Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 is for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Street Fighter 4 is rated T14, so ask parent permission before buying. Super Street Fighter 4 is a fighting game that requires good reflexes, and this is evident in the fast-paced fighting that takes place in the game. The game has 3 modes: Arcade, Versus, and Challenge. In Arcade, you choose a fighter to go to a global fighting tournament held by the company SIN. As in the letters. Most definitely not an evil company anyhow. Okay. SIN has brought all the world's best fighters together for one reason: to fight. And to fight to prove their strength. Each fighter has their own reason to fight and their own goals. For example, Fai Long is fighting to stop the torment by SIN against the production company he works for. In Versus, however, the goal is to prove whether you or your friend is the superior fighter. You can even take your skill online to test your fighting strength. Or you could just fight the CPU and train and refine your skills. The last mode is Challenge, which consists of a series of minigames that's main purpose is to get a high score by fighting stuff like the fearsome barrel or the monstrous car. It's a good way to have fun without having to fight. All in all, Super Street Fighter 4 is for those who want to test their mettle in the ring, as well as those who love the classic arcade series. The game is a fun arcade game and is to be enjoyed by everyone. This has been NHS Gamer with your video game review, signing off.
Good job, Alex. Anthony and Cassidy are back with your music segment.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Tomahawk's Moment for Music. And this week we're going to talk about one important rapper, Marshall Bruce Mathers III, or as everyone knows him, Eminem.
I never battled a female before.
Hip-hop has always been about bragging and boasting, and I'm better than you with this, and I'm better than you with that, and I finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, you know, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. And it started to feel like, you know, maybe Marshall's getting a little respect.
Eminem is an American rapper who released a Slim Shady LP in early 1999, and the album went multi-platinum, garnering Eminem 2 Grammy Awards and 4 MTV Music Video Awards. In 2000, the rapper released the Marshall Mathers LP, in which was noted as the fastest-selling album in rap history. More recently, 2010, Eminem released the Grammy-winning album Recovery. American rapper, record producer, and actor Eminem was born Marshall Bruce Mathers III on October 17, 1972 in St. Joseph, Missouri. He never knew his father, Marshall Mathers Jr., who abandoned the family when Eminem was still an infant and rebuffed all of his son's many attempts to contact him during his childhood. As a result, Eminem was raised by his mother, Deborah Mathers. She never managed to hold down a job for more than several months at a time, so they moved frequently between Missouri and Detroit, Michigan, spending large chunks of time in public housing projects. I would change school 2-3 times a year, Eminem later recalled. That was probably the roughest part about it all. This lifestyle left a large impact on his personality. He had no close friends, kept almost entirely to himself, and was treated like an outcast at each new school. Beat up in the bathroom, beat up in the halls, shoved in the lockers. He remembered Eminem has been critical of the way his mother raised him. Through his song lyrics, he publicly accused her of being addicted to prescription drugs, as well as subjecting him to emotional and physical abuse. However, Deborah Mathers has denied all such accusations in 1999. She filed a $10 million lawsuit against her son. They settled the case for $25,000.
Dividing the white suburbs from the mostly black city. 8 Miles, also the title of the critically acclaimed movie Eminem starred in. His character based largely on himself, an aspiring white rapper with a dead-end job, a troubled mother, and a dream of escaping his bleak life.
10 years ago, could you have imagined yourself rapping something like that? Probably not. You know, I don't want to go overboard with it, or too, you know, but I do feel like that if I can help people that have been through a similar situation, then, you know, why not?
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me.
The great Marshall Mathers, also known as Slim Shady, also known as Eminem, also known as the King of Hip Hop. While we all know him for his amazing rapping, he's also a record producer, actor, and songwriter. Born October 17, 1972, Eminem was recruited by several rap groups. The first of these was the New Jacks. After they broke up, he joined Soul Intent, who released an album in 1995 featuring Proof. The two rappers formed D12. He started attracting more attention whenever he developed Slim Shady, his violent alter ego, releasing his album Slim Shady. Early 2000, he released his album The Marshall Mathers LP, which sold over 1,760,000 copies in its first week, breaking the U.S. record held by Snoop Dogg. More recently, he released one of his most successful and loved records, Recovery, and songs Berserk, and is currently working on the album Shady XV.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week at Tomahawk's Moment for Music.
I never battled a female before.
Hip hop has always been about bragging and boasting, and I'm better than you with this, and I'm better than you with that. And I finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, you know, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. And it started to feel like, you know, maybe Marshall's getting a little respect.
Thanks, guys. Earlier this year, Bluebell ice cream was recalled due to their product being linked to listeria. Now, months later, the ice cream is back. The Houston area received Bluebell ice cream a few weeks ago in what Bluebell called Phase 1 of their restoration project. Now, in Phase 2 of this project, North Texas will be receiving ice cream. Bluebell is expected to reach Nocona around November 2nd, and I know many people are ready for it to be back. Sabrina Matthews now has your field report.
Hi, this is Sabrina Matthews here with Miss Snapp. Miss Snapp, we've been seeing tape measures around school recently. What's going on?
Well, this is my Ag Math class, Sabrina.
And what is Ag Math?
It's the mathematical applications of agriculture, food, and natural resources. It's a hands-on mathematics class that uses everything we do in that class as project-based or a word problem.
What are you doing with your Ag Math class?
They're mapping the campus. They're mapping the high school, the 6th grade buildings, the middle school, the ag buildings, the annex, the field house, all the parking lots and every sidewalk here on our campus.
And how did you come up with this assignment?
Well, it's actually part of their TEAC. So they are supposed to use measurement, displacement, and scale factors. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to draw a scale map of the campus. They're going to take the average rainfall per year and figure out how many pounds of water fall on the campus and are displaced by our buildings. And they'll also figure out, you know, not just how many gallons, but how many cubic inches or cubic feet falls on this. So there's a lot of math in Ag Math.
Are you and your class enjoying this assignment?
Yeah, they might enjoy it a little too much. I've heard some stories about the tape measures, but I hope they're learning from it.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
This has been Sabrina Matthews with Tomahawk TV News, coming at you from Nocona High School.
Thank you, Sabrina. Cole Jackson is here with your sports report of the week.
Hello, Nocona High School. I'm Cole Jackson, and welcome to this week's edition of Tomahawk Sports. In local sports news this week, last Friday, the football team played Cisco there and lost. This week, the Indians play City View in Wichita. Last week, the volleyball team played Jacksboro and won. They played Boyd there Tuesday and lost. They will play City View in Wichita Friday. Cross Country's district competition was Thursday, October 15th. In national sports news, the Dallas Cowboys have lost another game, this time to the defending champions New England Patriots. At this point, the Cowboys are on a very bad downward spiral. The Houston Texans also lost this week to an Andrew Luck-less Colts. USC has fired their coach Steve Sarkisian after he checked himself into a rehabilitation facility. And Steve Spurrier, famed head coach of South Carolina, has decided to step down in the middle of the season. Spurrier will go out the winningest head coach in South Carolina history and with the national championship when he coached Florida. In fun news, at least for me, the Texas Longhorns defeated the Oklahoma Sooners in the Red River rivalry game, solidifying Charlie Strong's position as the Longhorns head coach. Now here's this week's top 4 in the Tomahawk Sports college football rankings. Still at number 4, we have the Ohio State Buckeyes. Once again at number 3, we still have Michigan State. At number 2, TCU is still there. And at number 1, we still have the Baylor Bears. There wasn't any changing this week, but it's almost guaranteed to change soon. For now, though, that is it for This Week in Sports. Once again, I'm Cole Jackson, signing off for Tomahawk Sports.
Thank you, Cole, and good luck to the Lady Indians and Indians as they compete this week. Macy Melton will now give you the weather report of the week.
Hello and welcome to this week's Tomahawk weather. I'm Macy with your report. This week, things will start to cool off. Temperatures will begin in the lower 80s, but on Thursday begin to drop, following a thunderstorm. Other than that, skies will be mostly clear with few clouds in sight. The north-central United States could experience its first frost beginning Saturday and continuing through Monday and Tuesday as the jet stream moves across the continent. This has been your weekly Tomahawk weather. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Thanks, Macy. The weekly viral is up next.
Welcome to the weekly viral review, in which we tell you what's been recently trending on the internet. I'm Jocelyn Wadlow.
And I'm Connor Barrett. And now that I'm back, we may actually get more than 5 viewers.
At LOL Vines on Instagram recently posted a video of what we really look like when we get an unwanted present and don't want to be rude.
Avocado! Thanks!
Jocelyn, has anyone ever told you you look like an avocado?
Well, my dad is an avocado, so...
At Aiden Kalansky posted a video this week of how a real blind date would go. I bet a few of Jocelyn's dates wish they were blind too.
Well, I've never been on a date, so...
I think I can see why.
At Common White Girls recently tweeted a video of a baby mastermind. Sometimes I want to hit you with a pillow.
Or a car. Bad Lip Readings recently posted a video on YouTube of their version of the Republican debate.
Let's hear from Dr. Carson. Now, this piece, I think it goes like that. And this one. No, this piece goes over here. It's part of the tree. Carson! Oh, see. What you working on? A puzzle. I don't know how to do this, actually. Hey, we can move on. You're not missing any playtime. America.
Governor Bush.
What?
How would you get a dead mouse on a crescent roll with some steak?
And our adorable animal video of the week comes from America's Funniest Home Videos of a puppy that's afraid of stairs.
Oh my god. That's it for this weekly viral review. And remember, Nocona High School, you're kind of a big deal.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's segment of Just Ask Zack. I'm Zach Boyd. Our first question comes from @PippyLicious15 asked, who is your favorite boy band? I'd have to choose 5 Seconds of Summer because One Direction broke up, and I really liked One Direction. But our second question comes from at eFloor Swag asked, who do you think will be the next president? It's a tough debate between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, but I really like Bernie Sanders, so I'm going to say him. He speaks the truth. Our next question comes from at ValPal asked, what is your favorite color? I'd probably say green because that's the color of money and that's all I make. Our next question comes from at white_chalk66 asked, what's your favorite dinosaur? I'd probably have to choose a Swagosaurus Rex. This question comes in from at Desi_Ray17 asked, do you know the Muffin Man? I believe we all really know who the Muffin Man is. This question comes in from at mkaepernick7 asked, what do you think about Colin Kaepernick this week? He just never learns. He's not good. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. The truth hurts. Our last question comes from at big_Rob asked, I heard you have a new girlfriend. How much do you pay her to hang out with you? What you really should be asking is how much does she pay to hang out with me, because according to School Daddy, I'm kind of a big deal. Thank you for watching this week's segment of Just Ask Zack. Remember, please send in questions to @JustAskZack on Twitter and Instagram, and see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, Montague County.
Tomahawk TV News, Montague County's only newscast, coming at you from Nocona High School.